Hi students, pleasant good morning. Welcome to your second week. Okay, all right. So let's start off by looking at where you are with your discussions, your weekly discussions. So far I'm seeing very good. This is not bad. This is good. Okay. So I'm seeing initial discussions for sources of law. Okay, so quite a few persons have gotten their first 6 marks. So depending on the content, you should be able to get your full 6 marks. Okay, I think it was Brittany who asked about posting. What if you post and there's no one to respond to you? You're the only one to post. What I had indicated was that if the course page is running as how it used to in the past, where you can't see anyone else's post until you have posted, then that would be the case. You won't see anyone's post until you have posted. And let me use this opportunity to ask you, you are only entitled to one posting. Okay, I'm seeing where Lydia, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 different postings. I'm supposing that 1 is your original post and 2 is your critique. Okay, Lydia, we won't continue this for the rest of the discussions, nor your graded discussion. You're entitled to 1 posting. When you post, let me use an example. Let's use Berneta. So Berneta did her initial posting and she got responses. Shamika responded. So Shamika is not going to go ahead and open a new forum or a new window to respond to Berneta. What Shamika has done, she replied to Berneta's post and made her comments. Okay, so this is another example. Berneta, you haven't responded to Shamika, and I'm sure I see a question mark here. Does this happen in your country? You haven't responded to her. You have not fulfilled your expectations of your weekly discussions or your graded discussions if you don't keep a thread or a conversation going on in your, especially if you have students, your peers who have questions and need responses. You need to hear your feedback. Some of them might even disagree with what you say, so you need to provide some responses. So Berneta, your thing is not completed. You still have time though. When it comes to replies, I won't. You can post. I'll give you 2 to 3 days to post replies. But for your original post, you're only entitled to post on a Thursday, no later than the Thursday. After that, after the Thursday has passed, you can post to your peers. I'll allow you to post to your peers and follow up on feedbacks and responses. Okay. All right. Okay. So this was so now you understand. You should not be posting more than once in a forum. One student 1 year had a bright idea. Because she wanted to see other persons posting, she posted a question. Questions are only for the tutor-student exchange. You ask all your questions there, not in the discussion forum. Okay, unless even if it pertains to the discussion forum, because what you're doing is allowing yourself in to see other persons posting and then carry on. Okay, and that's cheating. That's cheating. Like I said, I don't know if the course page is still operating where you can't see other person's post until you have posted. Someone, you can click reply to this recording to let me know if that's the case, if that still stands. If you were able, let me know if were you able to see your peers or any of your peers discussion before you actually post something. I'm not talking about other persons who might have posted something before their original post, because you're actually letting yourself in. I won't penalize you this time, but moving forward, only last week discussions will I will not penalize for posting more than once. I think it's only Lydia that has done it. I'm not seeing anyone else who has done it, or I'm not picking it up. All right, so everyone else, please follow suit. Only one post. If you're going to reply to someone, so Lydia, Edwin's initial post. You let me see where. So Lydia critique. Let me see. Lydia critique Shanice Bowen's post. You should go into Shanice's post in Lydia, and here she is. Okay, and post here just like what Chanel has done. She went into, and Alexia has done. She went to Shanice's initial post and questioned her there, and gave her feedback there. All right. So Lydia, ensure you don't make that mistake again. All right. So moving forward, guys, very good. I'm happy to see that persons have actually done sources of law. Let's see if there's anything for administration of justice. If you have actually done sources of law and administration of justice, you are 2 posting in already. Where is administration of justice? You're 2 post in, 12 marks already. Okay, yeah, quite a few of you. This is good. All right, this is not bad. This is good. So like I say, now these forums are closed. You cannot post an original in these forum after yesterday. The deadline was June 21st, which was yesterday, 11:59 p.m. yesterday. No more original posting. Like I said, I'll give you until about tomorrow up to Wednesday to go back in and give feedback to your peers, but no original posting. Please note the dates are there. So if you create anything after the 21st, it is recorded. All right, so just give up this fight. You can't, don't even waste time, I should say, and post anything, any original posting. Try and move on. There are about what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9 more units to tackle. You can still get five discussions done from those 9 units. Sources of law and administration of justice, I would say, were to me more exciting and easy to understand. So persons who have done it, who have decided to do it, well, you have already gotten your 12 points. All right, so now we're moving on with that out of the way. Orientation has ended. Please, guys, orientation has ended. All right? No more meet your fellow students and e-tutor. Let me not see any more, because this is not this area. As I read through them, and I'm excited to hear some things about you, but this doesn't add to your grade, so don't waste any more time in this, including the part that has the picture, the orientation week about picture. If I would have already, if I had access, I would have already blocked ID sections from you. So no more picture me. This was an exciting, this was really exciting to read what some of you had to say about what you thought about yourself. Okay, and knowing self is a good way. When you know yourself, you know how you learn better. All right, so that was an exciting one. So orientation has ended. Okay, completed, finished, no more. So no more meet and greet. However, your expectations, you can still go in, and because sometimes you don't really understand your expectation or what you're really expecting. until while in the course you say, you know what, I think I should post this. I think I should let my tutor and course coordinator know this, what I really expect. All right, so I'll still allow you another week if you want to post in the expectations, because we really want to hear what you have to say. But moving on, the lounge, definitely. I entertained the lounge up until the last day of teaching. The lounge, definitely stay in the lounge. Sometimes I pop in and leave. I usually encourage students to, since the course coordinator started off the forum, where's the lounge? Since he had started off the forum, okay, I didn't place my own thing, but sometime this week I will leave my own joke. I encourage you to leave like a joke. You can leave something inspirational. You can share something interesting that happened to you, or something like a teachable moment, or a moment that you have learned something and you think your peers might be able to gain from it, okay, or learn from it as well. Appeals to peers to post. Okay, so Brittany went into appeal. Lydia left a quote. Chinese left a joke. Sheena left a motivational quote. Bernetta, okay, law joke. Okay, this is very good. I didn't even have to tell you what to leave. All right, this is very good. Keep your, while we're in this space, it can't be all just about learning. Let's help keep ourselves entertained and try to form a bond. Nothing is wrong with that. Form a bond with your tutor, your classmates, your peers, your course coordinator. Because even though you think we might not be reading, we are reading. We are seeing these jokes. We are actually reading. Sometimes we reply, sometimes we don't. Okay? All right. So, as I said, keep yourselves in the lounge. You have persons who are secret. I would call them secret loggers, meaning that they will just come on and they don't do anything, but they get themselves educated and entertained, which is fine, as long as you're doing your part when it comes to your assignments. All right, here we go now. So orientation is off the agenda now. And I discussed the first week discussion, sources of law and administration of justice. That's behind you. All right, and I indicated that you're not, well, it's supposed to be, you're not supposed to see anyone else's post until you have posted yourself. Okay, for your first, now this week starts your first graded discussion. Where did I see it? Okay, so here it is. Your first graded discussion. Okay. And you will see where I have posted just a little guideline. I think at one point I was told that my students will not be able to post until I have posted something. I think so. I'm not too sure that is still accurate. But I have posted something, just something brief, just to remind you that it opens on the 22nd. Someone did ask, when we say open, does that mean you have to post on that day? No, it's open until the 22nd to the 26th, meaning you have during that week to post. But like I said, your original post should be at least on the Thursday. Try to post. I usually give students leverage, give them an extra mark if they post on the first or the second date. It's only fair that these students are recognized for that. But you have up until Thursday to make your original post, and then you have up until the 26th. So this one is not like the weekly discussion now. When the 26th come, if you haven't replied to your peers or leave a comment or reply in your thread, your forum thread, then that's it. The 26th is the cutoff. Okay. You won't be penalized if you post after the Thursday. When it comes to the graded discussion, I definitely won't penalize you for that, for posting after the posting after the Thursday. The Thursday is 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Is it 25th? Let me double check. Believe the Thursday is the 25th. Let me see. Yeah, the Thursday is the 25th. So I'm expecting at least, that means I should have put the deadline for the 24th, because Friday is the real. Well, anyway, I can't penalize, and I won't penalize you if you even do your original posting on June 26th. I can't do that. But you can't do any original posting on the 27th. That's late. Please read your course guide as to the penalty for late submission. Okay, and that will be instigated. Just do your best, guys. I try not to penalize too much if you're even a day late, but do your best just to do your work and post it on time, all right? Because it's only fair that other students are doing the same course as you are and are making effort, and you posting late, but yet still you're getting a leverage. Okay? All right, guys. I guess that's it. Let me go back. So I have 2 minutes left. So let me go back to the tutor-student exchange and see if there were any questions that I addressed. Okay. Okay, it was Ramdeen who had asked about, and I hope you're reading your peers' questions, because I encourage students to post to the tutor-student exchange. Some students prefer to message me, but I encourage them to use here, and I'm really grateful for those who use the opportunity and post here, so those of you can gain from it. And as I said, there's no such thing as stupid question or irrelevant question, or no. We're all here to learn. Not because you know something and I don't know mean that I'm stupid or I'm unaware. Okay, so post your questions to the tutor-student exchange. Very good, Ramdeen. Yes, and so I did answer her. She asked, for example, grade discussion opens. If my initial post is on the 23rd, would you consider no? So I replied, no, you're not late. But I would prefer at least a Thursday your post. Okay? So you're not late. But if you do post on the 26th, you're still not late. But it's after, when the deadline closes at 11:59 on the 26th. That's when you're late. I might give and take of the Saturday. You can do your critiques to your peers. I can give you the Saturday and Sunday to do that. But your original post is definitely late if you post outside. All right. So remember, guys, as a reminder, it's a very short summer. It's a very short semester, I should say, because it's in the summer. Just please, this will soon be behind you. Just make the effort, right? Garner all the help you can from family members. If you have kids, if you have other responsibilities, just garner the help. That is what they're there for. Family members, friends, and just get this done and put it behind you. All right, so I hope you have been keeping tag in the tutor-student exchange, and I'm gonna leave this. This will be your. So far, you have had 3 notices. They might not be in the chronological order, based on sometimes how I reply to students, and students leave feedback in them. But please look out for notice 1. If you know you had read it, I put the numbers there, so when you come back and you see notice 4, you would realize that it's a new notice, and I usually try to pin it at the top. And when I say pin, no matter how often you come in, it will always be at the top. Okay, just as though I just pin Brittany's question at the top. So if anyone else should post after Brittany, their question will fall below, but hers will always be on the top. I always pin any new notices that I have at the top, so you can't miss it. All right, so I'll unpin this now. So thank you, students. I think that's it for now. Please, just like I said, just try and enjoy the course as you go along, and please remember you're not going to do any excessive citing because it's a discussion, but there are certain areas that you do need to cite, when you're doing your graded discussion. Like the definitions, I did indicate that you should provide, let's go back here. You should provide, okay. Definitions. Okay. Okay, so this might be the first and the last discussion where I ask you to provide, I point out the words or the words that you need to define. Okay, like here I say, do ensure you include definitions for common law and equity. The time is going to come that you're going to have to identify the words for yourself. Because if you have been reading and keeping abreast of the eTutor presentation and the topic, then you will know what words to look for. So like this, I'm giving you an idea for the future that you need to identify which words should be defined. So for this one, I've done it for you. Probably for the next one, I won't. For ensuing discussions. All right, so that's it from me. Read the brief guidelines, and like I said, I mentioned I do not penalize for length, but I'm not expecting you to go off on a tangent and present unnecessary information. All right, you get to the point, but make sure your points are supporting. You have adequate points. Don't just give me a one line and then that's it. You have sufficient evidence. Okay, you capture something from an article on your site. Okay, Tom Green 2003 indicated. Okay, one judge rule 2017 that such arbitrary or equity is more dominant. Okay, so just go ahead and present your evidence. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you very much. And I will talk to you again soon. Remember just to click reply. Okay, for this one, as usual, I should indicate open your own forum. You're not going to click reply on this. You're going to open your own forum. So let me edit this from now. Open your own forum. Okay, and keep a thread of conversation there. Don't reply to that. But if you have any questions, please refer to the Tutor Student Exchange. Your own forum. All right. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.